Strength earns mastery.
Meet me in Ravane? I've got sparring practice with the lords and I could use the sea air. So could you.
Sparring? The beach? Now you're talking.
All right then. I'll see you soon.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Need some help?
Give it a minute. We'll see. That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Dirthsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word. For covenant. Like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and Warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a Warden.
Hunting a monster is one thing, but a Warden gone bad? What'll it do to the griffins?
It kept talking about saving them. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's Crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What? That was like how Elgernon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis difficult to describe, even now. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elgernon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elgernon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Solus has done terrible things. What he did to Varric, what he did to Mythal, what he would have done to the whole world. But it's not because he's just trying to rule the world. He's trying to fix things. He's helping us now.
'Tis true. His intentions were always pure, whatever his actions may have been. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mythal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
All of that sounded great until survived the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, The guilty must be punished.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other?
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Thank you for the information, Morgan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dread Wolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morgan said that other fragment of Mythal was. That has to be her.
We talking or fighting?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. We made ourselves bodies to be like humans, but I never expected to see humans scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanurus, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillenane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganan and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solus defeated them.
And?
Stopping the Blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solus even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, betrayed by those I had ruled beside for centuries.
You made the difficult choice to protect your home because it was the right thing to do. Help me do the same.
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
Solus is helping me.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Solus made his choice. You made yours. It might have been cleaner for you to move on from him completely instead of keeping your feelings for him.
Just like that? Do you feel so little that you could follow such a path with someone you had known for centuries?
You asked me what you should have done, not what I would have done.
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
You can't want Elgar'non and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet the world needs rulers. So set the Blight aside and tell me why I should help you topple them.
What they did to you was wrong.
And you care so deeply for the injustice done to me thousands of years ago.
You deserve justice, and they deserve to be punished for misusing their power and killing you when you tried to check them.
My patience wears thin. Choose your next words carefully. Why must I give myself over to you?
I am worthy of your help.
That is for me to judge.
I am fighting to protect this world.
Any petty tyrant can fight those who come to their land and claim to be protecting their people. I have seen rulers, human as you are, the mages of Tevinter, following in the Elven Empire's footsteps. They build nothing that does not serve them. Why should I believe you are any better? What is a protector to you?
It's making a place that's safe for everyone. That means defending against danger. But it also means building a strong community that works together for the common good.
And what have you built?
Look at my team. We're not just hired blades. We started as strangers and grew together into a family.
Your arguments are compelling. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you.
I offer one further boon. I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power. Evil has intruded here. The Blight, seeded by Elganon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
The essence of a god. Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
So the Dragon Lady came through. Now what?
A god knows her moment. At least, her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready. We did it! We got Mythal's essence.
Morrigan made it sound like she was gonna fight you. But she gave you her magic stuff just from you talking at her a bunch.
Not sure what we do with it just yet, but if Morgan's telling the truth, it'll come in handy at some point.
Bro.
They said I could find you here.
Good timing. I think I'm done for the day. The Lords of Fortune don't mess around, do they? Hey, thanks for the lessons. I'll be back. I'm beat. I just gotta...
You just gotta...
Do you feel that? It's dark. And they're so afraid. So alone.
Harding? What's happening?
There's so many of them. All in my head. So much.
Shit. Oh, shit. Hey, let's just talk. Talk to me.
I could feel it. Rippling through the stone. Confusion. Isolation. Fear.
Who's Fear?
Whatever was after me has turned on the dwarves. It's drawing me out. Drawing me down.
And if I know you, you're gonna go because people are in danger.
Absolutely.
Then so will I.
Good. That means whatever's out there better run.
Hey Tash, you talked with your mother lately?
I'm here to hit things.
That's a yes, then.
You can make a wall out of ice.
If I need to.
Let's say a mage attacks it with fire. Who wins?
Depends on who's better, or who gets tired first.
What if I use my fire breath? How's that end?
With the two of us standing in a puddle.
A tie? Yeah, sounds right.
Let's try this again. Nev, we were going to talk. You come looking for me?
Hello, Alec. And Cedar. You sing at the Cobbled Swan. And spy for the threads?
You got it.
All right. You called. I showed up. Why are we here?
Because the Venatori are targeting threads. We want the scales tipped back in our favor.
You seem tough enough on your own. You really need us?
I get my knuckles bloody from time to time, but if you haven't noticed, there's a lot going on.
Cut to the chase, Alec.
The Venatori are taking our people, and they aren't shy about it. They walked into the Swan and abducted our boss, Marco Damas.
The threads always kept their leader secret, pulling strings from the shadows.
Yeah, well, the Venatori found us out, declared they were securing Docktown as they dragged him out. Cedar was performing at the time. So the whole thing.
They just walked in? The Venatori don't lack confidence.
I'd love to correct that, wouldn't you? It's an easy deal. Right, Nev? We've had our differences, but the threads are better neighbors than the Venatori.
Docktown's ours. We want them out as much as you.
The cult's got an inside track on our members. They're watching us. But you?
I get it. You give us the lead, we go in alone.
They're holed up in the thread market. I'll get you access. Still won't be easy.
Good luck, all right.
Here's hoping.
So we're rescuing the leader of a crime syndicate.
The threads protect their streets. If we can swing power back in their favor, Docktown needs whoever will fight for it. Let's get to the market.
All right, so when we...
Your chase ends here.
They must have eyes on the lamplighter. Alec did have one of their friends.
They've got us in range.
Get clear. Not too bad. Got things ready.
Nice shadow dragoning.
Under fire! Watch it!
Good hit!
That's it for now, but we need to move before any more of the cult catches on.
If the Venatori are against the Threads, why take Damas? Why not kill him at the Swan?
The Threads must have something the Venatori want.
Okay, let's find those threads.
Keep your eyes open.
What do you say, Thread?
For the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Good.
Come on! What are they doing? It's blood magic. They're using mind control on the Threads. The Threads are confined, out of danger for now, but we need to get them out. Take out the names that charge, and we break control.
You fools!
Got it!
This cannot be!
Fight harder! They're taking fire!
Take the shot!
Rook!
Match their strength!
Nice move, Rook.
Bring our skills together!
I got the setup to do the rest.
And stop dying!
That's the last of them.
They're controlling kidnapped Threads with blood magic. If one of them revealed Damas, taking the boss gets them everything. We need to find him.
We gotta free everybody trapped here.
Captives.
You're sure they're not controlled?
I'm me.
It's fine.
What's going on here?
I don't know. They ask questions. People come back weird.
You're good. Take a second to breathe, then go when you can.
Thank you.
The Threads control Docktown. Smuggling rings, dirt on people, money. Wait. I heard something. There's someone up ahead. Here goes nothing. I've got this.
Are you going to... Can I go?
Yeah. Control's broken. Take a moment to recover and then get out of here.
Master Runners, thank you. Thank you.
Sure thing. Got it. You bet. Quite the setup. That's Markle Damas? I could take him off your hands.
He's not mine to give. Damas serves our best.
Hello, Nev. I've missed you.
You know me.
Damas doesn't, but I do. You stopped me once, but my purpose remains.
Aelia.
Rid Minrathis of this criminal. Kill him. Will anyone notice in Docktown? I won't be stopped.
What have you done, Aelia? Speaking directly through him? Puppetry? The blood magic needed.
Impressed? It pales next to the power Devinter once had.
Hi, Aelia, was it? Hate to break up the reunion.
How long has it been, Nev? How long will our city suffer? You dealt with Bataris and his relic. You found us here. No further. The risen God showed me the path to our legacy, our salvation. I am this city's future, and you'll stay out of my way.
We need to subdue Damas fast, but keep him alive.
This wretch? I would use him for something better, even if it's stopping you.
No one should die like that.
Nev, this person controlling Damas.
We can talk later. Got you covered. Now it's your turn.
Is this place better with threats, their favors, petty schemes? Is it better with you? I will give everyone a greater cause.
Nev's staff is gonna give your face a greater cause.
Would you lead these people astray?
Leave them out of it. Aelia, taking over the threads. It secures the Venatori a little more power, but I know you. There's more. You're setting us up. For what?
For Minrathis. Our ancient power restored, our destiny renewed.
And damn the lives it takes. We've played this game before.
The game never ended.
Oh, I get it. Fancy speeches, horrible plans. You're just like any other Venatori.
Rook.
Minrathis is broken, but you like it. Does it flatter your ego to leave the city as it is? To prove your cynicism right? I am our hope. I'll change these streets, starting with Docktown. It could do better. Goodbye, Nev. Venedis. Fucking cultist snakes. They'll pay for this.
I know we're here to save him, but he's still a crime boss, and he's really angry.
Can you blame him?
Fair enough.
Nev Gallus, if you're here, Alec sent you.
You're welcome.
You did me a favor. I heard you stopped a red lyrium relic, and the Venatori responsible walked. But Taurus, I've got dirt on him.
Enough for the shadows to make a move.
Consider it my thanks.
Batara's put lives at risk. If you can take him down...
Do it.
Consider it done. The Threads protect their streets. It looks like you do, too.
There's no one else here. The person controlling him...
She's gone. I gave Damas's information to the surviving Shadow Dragons. They'll run with it. Bataris is one man, but that's one less Venatori to deal with. You know, I didn't expect backup for this job. I wasn't looking to drag you in.
Your friend Aelia, she's, fun. But it turned out all right.
She's still out there.
Who is she, besides an evil blood mage?
A damn fanatic. A believer in Tevinter's former glory. I caught her trying to save the city. The ritual, what she wanted to summon. She'd have sacrificed us all. I caught her. The Templars had her. Turns out, Aelia had sympathy in the right places. She disappeared from her cell, but I had a lead. I should have gone alone. But I went looking for backup. Someone I could trust. Rana. I found her partner first. Brahm always wore that Andrastian pendant. Had it that night, too. He was a pain. But at the end of the day, he always showed up, tried to do the right thing. Like it's easy. He went in too fast. Aelia found him, she got out. Brahm didn't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Me too. Aelia's trail went cold after that. The Templars stopped putting people on it. They buried Brahm's death. Like it was nothing. Said it wasn't an official case, that he didn't have orders. He put protecting Docktown first. He helped me. And that's what he got. What now? A dragon attack, Aelia's back, and backed by a god. Where does it end? I can't say a lot of people show up for me, Rook, or that it ends well when they do, but today, you came through for Docktown this time. Even when I didn't expect it.
I wasn't there for the dragon. If only I could be everywhere at once. But even if I'm late, I've got your back. Hopefully that's enough.
I'll take late over never. And I'm around if you need me.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Demon's back.
I don't think he ever leaves, actually.
Then he's acting weird.
Smells like melon and wood smoke.
Hey! No! No! Sit your ass back down.
I'll handle this. Maybe make sure the alluvium room is blocked?
Now we get to talk.
When demons say they want to talk, that usually means they want to bargain.
Lucanis made a deal he hasn't kept.
What deal?
Break our chains, kill, escape our prison, and live?
Isn't that what happened?
No! I want out!
Out? To where? To Vinter? Or Lay? Nowhere's safe for a possessed man.
No! No! He promised! Tell him! Make him!
Rook?
You were sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking.
He didn't go anywhere. Nothing happened.
I didn't want you to see that. Again.
Nothing I'm seeing makes me want to look away.
How do you always do that?
Do what?
Break apart my perfectly gathered clouds of doom. You deserve better than to deal with my mess.
You're more than what you're going through. And you wear it well.
This isn't a good idea.
Sometimes a bad idea is better.
You like to walk a little too close to the edge.
So do you.
At least I know I'm doing it. I need to clear my head. Excuse me.
It's the risk of the path we've chosen. Sorrow and anger waiting in abundance. Familiarity rarely dulls their teeth.
Right. Spend enough time as a warden and you'll see plenty of death. Thought I'd gotten used to it. But Weishaupt...
You blame yourself. If you'd been faster or fought harder. If you hadn't missed your best shot at the architect of all that misery.
You did your best. Both of you.
We all did. Just means our best must be better.
It will be. Next time, we'll be ready.
Count on it.
Seems like you're getting along now. Better than before, at least.
Lucanus is still an assassin. Kills people for money.
And Davrin's still self-righteous. Judgmental, too. Typical warden.
If we let that get in the way of stopping the gods...
We won't. We cannot.
We can't afford infighting. Not with the odds already stacked this high against us.
Returning from Treviso has put much into perspective. Our arguments, our personal problems, it's as Emmerich says. They hold us back.
We won't stop the gods while other worries weigh us down.
I'm pleased my words provided clarity on how we all felt. Now, if I may suggest...
Rook, I've been looking for you.
Something wrong?
Evka sent word. They found something.
Right then. Rest of you, find Tosh and Nev. Let's go see what the wardens have to share.
Need and knowledge.
We've gotten word from the Wardens.
Have they found Gillenane?
Not yet, but they found something else worth killing. One of her blighted dragons.
The one that attacked me in Rathus?
No, the one from Treviso.
Damn it.
Where is it?
Hossberg, not far from Lavendel.
So this blighted dragon just happens to lick its wounds near a bunch of Wardens? Seems convenient. I don't trust it. Everyone's coming on this one, no exceptions. We need to put this thing down. For good.
This time, we've got a dragon hunter on our side. Right, Tosh?
Right. We can do this.
We took down an archdemon, and we nearly defeated this dragon last time. We'll handle whatever the gods throw at us. Now let's go kill this thing.
Ah, hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
The Lords of Fortune have a reputation as boisterous treasure hunters in Navarra. Not to mention traveling with Varric. The adventures you've already had.
There's also a lot of fighting, bad weather, getting lost, and more fighting.
I have been accused of being a romantic.
That's romantic?
Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis.
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Actually, do they let you into the necropolis if you're not Navarran?
What a splendid idea! I could put a word in. Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
How?
Sometimes the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
Comparing magic?
It's nice to have someone else who understands.
That what it's like for you as a mage?
Magic was always just something I did. I didn't really think of it as part of me or not. I just had to learn to control it.
You make it sound so easy.
You know how many times I set my bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets. You'll get there.
Thanks, Tosh. That really helps.
Good. You deserve to be happy. She smells really good.
How you doing over there?
What? Shut up. Nothing.
Well, I'm convinced.
I want to get her something. What do you think she likes?
You should get her jewelry. Something with a nice gemstone, maybe.
Huh. Got stuff like that lying around from a dragon we killed. Wait. She's doing stone stuff now. Is she gonna want a gem as a gift? That's like getting me fire.
Would you like it if someone got you fire as a gift?
Oh. Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, there you go.
I'm blaming you if it doesn't work.
That's the spirit.